Hello? Hello. Hi, Wendy.
Hi.
Hi, good evening. How are you?
Fine.
Oh, that's good. So how was your holiday, the Chinese New Year?
I look. I watch many. Um,
You watched many?
Variety show.
Oh, variety shows. So that's what you I think how many days was the holiday? Were the 5 days, yes. So uh I guess you did like a lot of activities during the 5 days that of the holidays that you had.
Yes,
Okay, so were you did you spend your holidays with your family, friends?
with my family.
Okay, that's great. Well, me too. Last I think that was Friday, 16. Up until yesterday, I also had a vacation. Yeah, for 5 days. I also had a vacation. We went out of town together with my family.
Okay.
Yes, okay. But anyways, Wendy, so are you ready to continue our lesson?
Yes.
Okay. So, last time we had, okay, by the way, Wendy, in this class, okay?
Okay.
All right. So, last time we stopped here at okay, so the puzzle, the crossword puzzle, right?
Yes.
Yes, okay. So, as I can see, you already answered, the across, for the words for across. So, okay, very good. Your answers for across are correct. Okay, so this time we will move on to down. Alright, so numbers, yes, numbers 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, and 12. Okay, so read first number 2 and then you tell me, you type your answer or you tell me your answer.
Okay.
Alright.
The service is very slow there. You wait half an hour for pizza.
Okay, half an hour. Very good. Right, so that's hour. Sorry. Alright, very good. So for number 2, that is hour. Okay, so let's move on to number 3.
Shall we order a pot of jasmine tea with our chop
Chop suey.
chop suey? What is chop suey?
Oh, you don't know chop suey. Okay, so chop suey is a dish. It has vegetables. Okay, so let me show you a picture so that you will have like um okay, just a minute. All right, here. This is chop suey. It has like different kinds of vegetables, and it also has meat and also a little quail eggs or the small eggs. You seen that? Yeah,
Oh,
here.
okay, wait.
Here I show I can here in the book. I put it in the book. That is chop suey.
Okay.
Yes, okay. So now you know what that is. It has as what I said, different kinds of vegetables, and it also has a little meat in it, and it has like a little soup, but not too many. Or sauce. All right, so let's move on. That your answer is
Tea.
tea. Okay, very good. So that is your answer for number 3, tea. Correct. All right, so now let's go to number 4.
Number 4. All our desserts are served with cream or ice cream.
Okay, ice cream. Very good. All right, so before we move on to the next number, Wendy, I want you to read this word again. Served.
Serve.
Yes, served.
Serve.
Okay, very good. So, let's go to number 5.
Um, Gouache is a
Okay. So I want you to read this word again. Wendy, paprika.
Paprika.
Okay, paprika.
Paprika.
Okay, very good. And this word, Hungarian.
Hungarian.
Okay, Hungarian.
Hungarian.
Very good. Okay. So what is your answer again for number 5?
I don't know this word how to spell, so I will type.
Okay, so you pronounce it this way. Goulash.
Goulash.
Okay, goulash. So goulash is a Hungarian dish of meat cooked slowly with paprika. So paprika, it's like seasoning, or it's like, you know, just like pepper. Paprika is like pepper, but it's red. Not not exactly pepper, but it is, it's a seasoning, so that to improve the taste of the food.
Okay.
All right. So now let's move on to number 6, Wendy.
Okay. Number 6. It's the best Japanese restaurant in town. Their sushi is fantastic.
Okay, their sushi is fantastic. Very good. Have you tasted sushi?
Yes.
So what do you think of it? Do you think it's delicious or not?
Delicious.
Yes, me too. But some people, they don't like sushi. I don't know why. Maybe.
I think because they hate to eat the fish.
Yeah, the raw fish, because it's not cooked.
Yes.
Yeah, but for me, it's delicious. Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah. Well, so anyways, let's go to number 8, Wendy. So for number 8.
And for dessert, I recommend the chocolate cake.
Okay, very good. So the answer for number 8 is cake, chocolate cake. Okay, very good. So before we go to number 12, I want you to read this word again, Wendy. So read after me. Recommend.
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 Very good. Okay. So for number 12, let's go to number 12.
In your country, do you have to give the waiter a tip?
Okay, so the answer for number 12 is tip. Okay, so tip is what you usually give to the waiter for it's like a service charge. How about you? Do you give tips to the waiter when you're in a restaurant?
No.
No. Okay. Well, me, I give sometimes, only sometimes, but sometimes I forgot or I forget. Yeah, I don't give.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So now. Okay, so we are done with the crossword puzzle. So very good, Wendy. So let's go. Okay, where's the next part? Okay, so here we have part B. So you're going to. Okay, so are you on part B?
Yes.
Okay, so you are going to complete each sentence with the best word. So for each number, you have 3 choices. You'll choose the best word for the sentence. Okay, so we already have number 1. This is an example. So on Friday, we are entertaining some important visitors. Okay, so the best word for this is entertaining, because you can't say on Friday we are eating out some important visitors. Or on Friday we are calling some important visitors. Okay, so the best word here is entertaining. Okay?
Okay.
Alright, so now let's go to number 2. So you read the sentence first and then you answer.
Okay.
Alright.
I'm hungry. Shall we have a look at the menu?
Okay, very good. So the answer is
A.
yes, menu. Very good. Okay, so for number 3.
Excuse me, is there a good restaurant you can recommend near here?
Okay, where is alright for number 3? Excuse me, is there a good restaurant you can recommend me? Okay, very good. That is recommend. Right. Okay, good job. Let's go to number 4.
Number 4. For the main course, I like grilled chicken and chips.
Okay, very good. So for the main course. Alright, so that's what you call for when you're talking, regarding food, especially when you're in a restaurant, because first we got main course, and then you have some dessert. Those are like parts of your meal in a restaurant. So we have the main course. That is correct. Very good. And for the last number 5.
Number 5. Here is the bill, madam. Do you need a receipt?
Letter
B.
B. Very good. That is correct. Okay, the correct answer for number 5 is letter B, receipt. Okay, say it again, receipt.
Receipt.
Yes, it's like you don't pronounce the letter P. It's like silent P, so receipt.
Okay, receipt.
Yeah. Okay, very good. Alright, so we're done with part B. So let's move on to vocabulary plus. So this is part C. This is the next activity that we are going to do. So the instruction says, match the following food words to their definitions. Use a good dictionary to help you. Okay, so do you have a dictionary with you? Or
Yes.
okay, so you can use a dictionary so that in case you'll have some difficulties here, because maybe for some food you're not familiar with it. So you can use a dictionary in order for you to understand some the definitions of the words here, or the food. Okay?
Okay.
Alright, so for number 1, we have barbecue. So what do you think is the definition of barbecue? Okay, you know barbecue, right?
Yes.
Yes, okay. So what is the definition for barbecue?
I think is F.
F. Okay, so that is
An outdoor meal when food is cooked over an open fire.
okay, very good. Okay, so that is barbecue. That is letter F. Very good. Okay. Okay, how about for buffet? Do you know buffet?
Yes.
So what is buffet?
C.
C. Okay, so what is C is a meal in which people serve themselves from a table and often eat standing up. Okay, very good. That is correct. So for buffet, that is letter C. Okay. And how about for number 3?
Number 3.
You can use your dictionary if you, in case you.
Of Africa, made from salmon and often served with meat and a lot of vegetables.
Okay, so that is for couscous. That's what you think, the definition of couscous. Okay. Okay, just a minute, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so that's number 3. Alright, D. So, a typical dish from North Africa made from semolina and often served with meat and a lot of vegetables. Okay, so the answer is correct. Letter D. Good job. Okay, so have you seen a picture of this food?
Yes.
Alright, so it has, yes, I also see it here. I've searched what couscous is. So it's like, yeah, it has some vegetables and like a little meat also. Yeah, that's all. Alright, so now let's move on to number 4, kebab. What is kebab?
I think it's meat, a dish of small pieces of meat and vegetables cooked on a lentil stick.
Okay, so for number 4, your answer is letter B. Very good, that is correct. So a kebab is a dish of small pieces of meat and vegetables cooked on a metal stick. Okay, so have you seen a picture or have you seen what a kebab is?
Yes.
Alright, so that's, but sometimes there's also, kebab sandwich. Like, it's like the meat and the vegetables, they put it inside bread. So, yeah, but the kebab, the original kebab is, the one on a stick. Okay?
Okay.
Alright. So now let's move on to number 5.
Number 5.
Okay, moose.
I think is a dessert made from cream and eggs and often um well
Flavored.
oh can you say that again?
Flavored.
Flavored
Okay,
with
very good. Okay, your answer is correct, Wendy. So good job. Mousse is a dessert made from cream and eggs and often flavored with chocolate. Okay, so have you eaten mousse before? Like, have you tasted like chocolate mousse?
yes.
Yeah, so what do you think of it? Do you think it's good? Do you think it's delicious?
Yes, it's delicious.
Yes, because it's very creamy and very soft, and you can easily eat it because it's not like the typical cake, right?
Yes.
So mousse is just only cream, so that's what makes it delicious. All right. So anyways, let's go to number 6, Wendy. The last number, risotto. Okay, so an Italian dish of rice cooked with vegetables, meat, or fish. Okay, so from the name itself, risotto, you can tell that it is an Italian dish. Okay, so your answer, oh no, it's E, sorry. Okay, very good. Okay, so do you have any questions before we go to the next part?
No.
Okay, very good. So let's go to collocations. So, here. So you're going to cross out the word that has no partner. Okay, so here, yes, so here we have an example for number 1. For the first column, we have, to order, to call, and to buy. And then on the second column is some food. So you are going to cross out which does not, match or does not match with the second column. So for here, they crossed out to call, right? Because you cannot say to call some food. But you can, to have some food, to order some food, and to buy some food. It is correct, right?
Yes.
Yes. But to call some food, so that is incorrect. So you're going to cross out the word that doesn't match. Okay?
Okay.
Alright. Okay, so let's go to number 2. So for the first column, we have to bake. So we have here 4 types of food, and then your what food does not match with to bake.
Soup.
Soup. Okay, very good. Because soup, you can't bake the soup.
Yes.
Yes, you only cook, not bake, because bake is different. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So that is soup. Very good. Okay, just a minute. I will. Okay, how to cross it out?
I don't know.
Just a minute. Alright, here, strike through. Okay, so that's soup. Very good. Okay, so for the next, I'm sorry about that. So for the next number 3, we have grilled. So what do you think is the food that doesn't match with grilled?
Salad.
Salad. Okay, very good. You can't grill salad. That would, taste, because, salad is made of vegetables and some fruits also. You can't grill the vegetables and fruits. So very good. Your answer for number 3 is correct. Okay, you can grill fish, meat, and chicken, but not salad. Alright, so let's go to number 4. Alright, so for number 4, okay, you read the word here, and then choose the word that doesn't match.
To taste receipt.
Yes, okay, very good. So you can taste a receipt because that's paper. Yeah, that's it's dirty. So for food, a dish, and a drink, so you can taste those. But for a receipt, you can't taste the receipt. Very good. So for the last number, Wendy, so here we have to recommend.
Recommend a bill. To recommend a bill.
Okay, very good. So that is correct. So for the rest of the words, we have to recommend a restaurant. That's correct. To recommend a dish. That is also correct. And to recommend a book. So that's also correct. So the word that doesn't match with to recommend is a bill. Okay. So for language review, so we are done with collocations. We're done with part D. So let's go to language review. Okay. So for language review, we have countable and uncountable nouns. So you're going to put the words in the correct column. Okay? Okay, so you already put the okay, very good. Okay, so hamburger here is, that's HA, okay? So your answers, alright, so here we have first, restaurant, credit card, waiter, and hamburger, or hamburger and waiter. So that is correct. For countable nouns, very good. Okay, and for uncountable is beef, fish, money, and soup. So that is also correct. Alright. So here. Okay, so you didn't answer part B. So you're going to answer part B. Copy each sentence into the correct box. So as you can see here, we have the positive, the negative, and a question. So as you can see here in below, there are some questions, and singular, countable noun, plural, countable noun, and uncountable noun. So I will give you an example so that you will have an idea, okay?
Okay.
Alright. So for the first part is singular, countable noun. So here we have the positive. So for the positive, here is the sentence. So it's already crossed out. Okay, so it's I like a dessert. So it's a positive phrase. And for the negative phrase here below, so that
I don't want a large glass.
very good. Okay, so I don't want a large glass. And how about for the question? What do you think? Singular, countable noun.
Is there a Chinese restaurant in town?
Very good. Okay. So very good. That is correct. Okay, good job. So what I want you to do now is to fill out the plural and the plural countable noun and the uncountable noun. Okay?
Okay.
Alright, so I'll wait. Okay, so for your plural countable noun, so you have the positive phrase or the positive sentence. We have I'd like some chips. Okay, very good. That is correct. And for the negative, there aren't any tables free. Okay, that's also correct. And for the question is, are there any green apples? Okay, so that is also correct. So these are some countable nouns, are the plural countable nouns, some chips, any tables, and green apples. Okay, so for the uncountable noun, so your answer for the positive is I'd like some soup. That's also correct, because soup is uncountable. And we haven't got any milk. So that's also correct. Milk is uncountable. Is there any meat in it? So you're asking if there's any meat. So meat, it's uncountable. Okay, very good, Wendy. So you're doing great. So your answers are correct. Alright, so do you have any questions before we go to the next part?
No.
Okay, very good. So for the next part, let's move on to part C. So much, many. So you are going to complete the sentences with much or many. So here we have 8 numbers, and then you are going to, number 1 is already answered for you. So can you read first number 1?
Okay. There aren't many rice dishes on the menu.
Okay, so there aren't many rice dishes on the menu. Very good. So for the number 2,
how many tables?
how many tables? Okay, very good. That is correct. How many tables? Good job. How about for number 3?
Number 3. There's not a very exciting menu. There isn't many.
Okay, number 3.
Many.
Okay, many. So that's not a very exciting menu. There isn't many choice. Okay. I think much is more accurate for this sentence, Wendy.
Why?
Okay. So you can it's incorrect. So the way you say it, there isn't many choice. It's like it doesn't sound correct. The correct word for this is much. There isn't much choice.
Okay.
Alright? Okay. Very good. So I want you to remember that that is much. Alright, for number 5. 4, I'm sorry.
Let's go to another restaurant. There are too many people.
Very good. Okay, that's too many people. Okay. Okay, good job. For number 5.
Number 5. How much food do we need for the buffet lunch?
Very good. That is how much food. That is correct. Okay. Okay, let's move on to number 6.
Number 6. There isn't much to do for the reception.
Very good. Okay, so there isn't much to do for the reception. Alright.
What is this word?
Oh, where?
I
This one? Organizes?
yes.
I think, okay, it's organizes. Okay. Organize, it's like here. It's like how you fix things or how you handle things.
Okay.
Okay, so here, I'll just put a more here. Just a minute. I'm typing it so that you can read it here. Okay, so it's like how you set up or how you sort things. So that's organizes here. Can you read it?
Yes.
Can you see it?
Yes.
Okay. Alright. So, okay, so your answer is there isn't much to do for the reception. Okay, do you have any more questions?
No.
No. Okay, reception?
Yes, I know.
You know. Okay. So, because I can see that you highlighted it. Well, anyways, let's go to number 7.
There's too many salt in the soup.
There's too many salt in the soup. Okay, why did you say it's many?
I don't know why.
Okay. So did you remember that we had for our last lesson, you're going to use many for countable nouns. And then you're going to use much for the uncountable nouns. So what do you think salt is? Is it uncountable or countable?
Uncountable.
Yes, so it's uncountable. Salt, you can count salt. That's too many. So the answer for that is much. Because you're going to use much for the uncountable nouns. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, very good. So I want you to, I'll just put it green so that you can remember. Alright, so for the last number, we have number 8.
Number 8. Their food is always excellent, but they don't have many desserts.
Okay, very good. That is correct. So they don't have many desserts. Oh, I'm sorry, I typed it.
It's okay.
Okay. So your answer is correct, Wendy. Very good. Okay, do you have any questions before we go to the next part?
Um,
No? Hello?
no, I
Oh,
don't have.
alright, very good. Okay, so let's go to letter D. Okay, so for letter D, you're going to study these sentences. Okay, so since you're, okay, so here we have two sentences. So I want you to read, the two sentences here.
I drink a lot of milk, and we need a lot of vegetables.
Okay, so we have here, what's the rule? So in positive sentences, a lot of is much more usual than much or many, especially in spoken English. Much or many are more usual in negative sentences and in questions. Okay, so just like what we did earlier, the positive, the negative, and the question. So, here. So, I'd like a dessert. I'd like some soup. I'd like some chips. So, they didn't say, I'd like, many tables. I'd like many, chips. So, they didn't say that. So, you're just going to use, a lot of is more usual. So, it's, a lot of is more used than much or many. So, for you, you just use a lot of so that you won't get confused if it's a negative or a positive. Okay. All right. So here, I drink a lot of milk. So this is a positive because we can see a lot of. Okay.
Okay.
All right. And for the we also have here. We need a lot of vegetables. So that's also a positive sentence because we have a lot of. Okay, so there's no much or many because sometimes much or many is only more usual in negative sentences and questions. Okay? Alright. So what we are going to do, are you ready to answer here? So match the first and second parts of the sentences.
Yes.
Alright, so for number 1, you read the sentence number 1.
They don't eat much meat.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's G, but they eat a lot of vegetables.
Okay, very good. So they don't have, I'll put it here down below. They don't, okay, but they eat a lot of vegetables. Okay, for number 2.
Number 2, they have a lot of fish dishes. I think maybe is C, but they haven't got many starters.
Okay, very good. That is D, but they don't, they haven't got many starters. Okay, that's correct. Alright, how about for number 3?
Number 3, we make a lot of fresh fruit juice.
Mm-hmm.
And B, but we don't buy many soft drinks.
Alright, so for number 3, we make a lot of fresh fruit juice. But we don't buy many soft drinks. Okay, very good. That is correct. Okay, how about for number 4?
Number 4, I don't go to India restaurant much.
Mm-hmm.
8, but I go to pizzas
Pizzerias. That's pizzerias.
Pizzerias, a lot.
Okay, very good. That is correct. So I don't go to Indian restaurants much, but I go to pizzerias a lot. All right.
What is pizzeria?
Okay, it's a restaurant that sells pizza.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. So let's go to number 5.
Number 5. He has a lot of money,
Mm-hmm.
but he never invites many people.
Okay, very good. So he has a lot of money, but he never invites many people. Okay, that's correct. How about for number 6?
Number 6. I need a lot of eggs,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't need much milk.
Very good. Okay, so I don't need a lot of. I need a lot of eggs, but I don't need much milk. Okay. So for the last number of this activity, number 7.
We don't buy many sweet things, but sometimes we eat a lot of chocolate.
Okay, very good. So that is for number 7, the last number. So we don't buy many sweet things, but sometimes we eat a lot of chocolate. Okay, very good. Do you have any question before we go to the next part?
No.
No? Okay, very good. So let's go to the next page. We have here writing, spelling. So I think this will be we still have time. We still have 10 minutes. Okay. So for writing spelling, we have part A. Add the missing letter in each of the sentences below. So you're going to here. So number 1. Okay, just a minute. Okay, so for number 1, prawn curry is a delicious Indian dish. So that's already, there's no what is the missing word?
I can't find it.
You can't find it. Okay, I'll just give you, I'll just answer this for you, okay? For number 1, it's like an example. Okay, so prawn curry. So, is there such thing as prawn curry? What do you think? No?
No.
No, because the correct spelling is prawn.
Ah. Okay.
Yeah, so that's prawn. So the missing letter is R. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So for number 2, so you read first the sentence and then you tell me where is what letter is missing.
So you usually talk business at the start or at the end of the meal. I think the missing word is at start.
Okay, very good. Okay, so S, that is start. Okay. By the here with the word end. Okay, so at the start or at the end. So we already know that it starts. So letter S. Okay, so for number 3,
We haven't got any classes on our table. I think Miss G.
G. Okay, very good. So glasses on our table. So we're talking about table, they're eating or they're drinking on the table, so that would be glasses. Very good. So let's go to number 4.
Could I have some or coffee, please? I think lost M for more.
Okay, very good. Okay, so that's more. Okay, good job. How about for number 5?
Number 5. Is there a good
Portuguese.
Portuguese restaurant near?
Okay.
And for near.
Oh, very good. Okay, so near. Okay. And for the last number is number 6.
How many people are coming to the reception tomorrow? How many?
Oh,
M for
okay, very good. So that's many right there. Okay, good job. So let's go to letter B, part B. So that would be a message. So you're going to put the sentences in this telephone message in the right order. So we have here the telephone message for the restaurant manager from Liz Stamford of Crawley Electronics, and the date is November 12th. Okay, so you're going to put it in order. Here we already have number 1, so that's letter B. Miss Stanford wants to book one of our dining rooms on Friday evening, 22 November. Okay, so that's number 1 there. What do you think is the second, what do you think is next?
next is A is for a group of 18, including 14 Chinese visitors.
Okay, that's 2. A. Okay, very good. Okay, how about for C?
C.
Oh, I'm sorry. For number 3. I'm sorry.
Number 3, I think is F.
F,
There
okay.
are 3 vegetarian in the group.
Oh, very good. Okay. So, for number 4.
Number 4, I think is E.
E.
Other,
Mm-hmm.
the
Okay.
other wants to try typical dishes from our region.
Very good. Okay. So, for number 5.
Number 5, C. So we can do a 3-course meal with a lot of regional specificities.
Specialities. Specialties. Specialties.
Specialties.
Okay, very good. And for the last number 6, that leaves us to letter D. So please read letter D.
We also need to queue for a price drink food for 15 November.
Okay, I want you to read this word again. Coat.
Coat.
Quote. Very good. Okay. So your answers here are correct. Okay, so we have 2, 1, 5, 6, 4, and 3. So good job. Actually, you're doing great, Wendy. You're doing great. Good job. Okay. So since we still have time, we still have 3 minutes. So let's just continue letter C. Alright. So you're going to complete. Okay, this is, I think, alright. So I'll just give this to you as a homework, okay?
Okay.
This one. Part C. So you're going to complete the facts with words from the box. Okay, so I'll just give this to you as a homework. Okay. Okay, I think that's what we have left. Anyways, let's just is it okay if we just answer this right now since we still have 3 minutes?
Okay.
Okay. All right. Because on our next class, that would be on, when's our next class?
Next
Monday. Okay. So I'll just give after our class, I will give you the next unit because we're done with this unit. We're done with unit 5. This is the last part. So I will just give you unit 6, okay? So that's what we'll start on Monday. Okay. So you're answering already? Okay, we are pleased. Okay, you're done.
Yes.
Okay, very good. So your answers are all correct, Wendy. So very good. Okay, good job. So we have pleased, book. Okay, sorry. We also have menu, vegetables. I'm sorry, vegetarian. And confirm again, and last one is yours. Okay, it's all correct. Very good. Doing great. So, since this is already the last part of our lesson, okay, so I'll see you on Monday. Okay? Our time is already up. Okay, so I'll see you on Monday, Wendy. So, good job for this unit. You did great. So, keep it up. Okay, I'll see you on Monday. Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.